Okay, now I know Leon is not with us in that he's on vacation still for another week or two, but this is the engine components I'm putting together, and I made a change. I went from the medium booster magnet to the Fat Man magnet booster, and just to make a comparison, this thing is sitting here at 3.6 volts running, just cruising at 3 volts. So if you're on your track and you give this the basic 5 volts coming off the transformer, you know, I think, and if you don't have a lot of cars, it will be able to pull very slow and give you the chuffing and all that we want, and plenty of speed. But what I want you to notice also is the smoothness of everything. This is almost as smooth as the Atlantic. I think it's got a bent wheel or something. I'll check those in a minute. But I wanted to get this armature on here. I just got the new magnets in. That is a smooth driver right there, boy. That thing will crank. That's only getting 12 out of this guy. Over there I can give it 25, imagine that. But this is a smooth runner. Boy, oh boy. It started at 3 volts. It started at 3.1, 3.2 volts. I swear to God. It just took off. It's running just like this. Now it won't have much torque, although it might have more torque than I think, but I'm just not sure. We need to put it together and that. So what I'm going to do now, this is running through its other system, which doesn't fit in the tender, okay? It's too clunky. So I've got to rework either this one or build a new one. Sorry. I have to rework this one or build a new one for his engine. This was sort of a test, you know, can I cram all this stuff in? Yes, I can. I might have to delete one of these pieces here, one of these connectors here, and make that a solder joint, which I don't like to do, but I just don't have the space. And I had to bend these out, so I need to make some notches in this back support here. It's too fat. I got to cut it down, narrowize it, and then what I think I'm going to do is thicken it on the back side so that I've got it's stable, it's rigid and all that, but it's just thinner. And then these boys have a hole in them, but I'm not sure if I can use it. I've been drilling 2 new holes in the board and mounting them dead center. I found where the lines are, and I can go between the runs of the copper, which is fun. But I also want to get this assembly ironed out, and I went back and forth. I had a buck only on smoke because it was running quite well with buck only, and that simplifies the load on the rectifiers and everything else, and might simplify the noise somewhat. And I made my worksheet on this redesign to get the noise out, and you know, Margaret's bugging me about cleaning up. Well, I can't find the damn thing, so I'm hoping it's underneath all this crap here on this notebook. So I'm going to clean this off, get that out. I want to get the noise reduction and repackaging, and I know this one is not right. Something about it. I don't know. I thought it was okay, but I don't know that it is. Anyway, I'll fit it in. We'll see what we can do, and he's going to have this motor. I'm just so happy with this. I don't think we need to fuss about the mediums or the thin man. I think that's just selection-itis, you might say. Oh, you know, this is really for the big engine. No, it's for whatever, okay? A smooth engine. You want a smooth engine, get the Fat Man. And I also have this switch now pretty well dialed in. Did some practice on how to get it to where it's triggered just at the pulse. It's not over driving and all that. And I think we've got that now, nice and clean, a nice and clean signal. So, and I know his smoke is good because we tuned it up and put it together. Or, you know, we did it. So this one I can't remember. this one smoke here, I can't remember. It's royal blue, but I just can't remember how I put it together. So I'm going to work on that. And that's it. That's where I'm at. I don't know, what's going on with this guy? I forget. Oh yeah, he's got the Fat Man motor. That's Steve Hillis's special build, but he's kind of on the side now. I'm going to work on Leon, get all his parts ready, because he's going to be back to 15. Want to make sure that package is ready to go. But boy, oh boy. That's a pretty nice motor, I think. Okay, that's it. That's what I got done today. Oh, no, it's not. I'll give you a sneak peek. Well, I'll show you a few things. I set up the 287, which, as you know, is the Northwest in Chicago, and I put cattle cars on it because we do have a stockyard, right? And I had my vintage Illinois Central caboose from American Models, which I love. Put that on it, and I just ran it around the loop. And I use this country loop. Works quite well for like a practice track. It's a nice oval, not a lot of kinks and turns, and it has a thingy car. If you get something gets squirrely, you can, like the front truck bounces around, you get it back on pretty easy. So this will be a great practice track. And I had unhooked that in an error, hooked that power back up. It was getting weak in the middle. I hooked that back up. This power here is disconnected, and that's so that this line can be shut down and you can have it at rest while you're running the outer loop. Even with these switches and all the things you can do, it would light up. You'd have two engines trying to run. So and then I realized I had power to it. So I took the power off. Now these work. So if you switch it off, it's dead. And that's what we wanted. It's going to be sitting there. Unfortunately, I can't park it here because, right, I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll just figure it out. Maybe he'll just pretend to stop there. Hell, I don't know. Okay. I just don't have room to put everything I want. But I get the Tucker thing set up. Okay. Okay, that's it. Oh, and I got my sounds. Did I plug it in? Took it out. Yeah, I unplugged it. But I got country and city sounds. Jackhammer, horses, chickens, thunder, a crash, crickets, traffic, a rainstorm, and a dog and a rooster. I have sounds. I had that for the longest time. It's just funny as hell. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. Oh boy. This is the base for the Empire State Building. And now we're at the building. So the building is really only that big, okay? And it's going to reach up. It's going to reach up pretty close to the very tip top. I've designed it for the maximum room. I'm using this pink or this red because I bought it by mistake. It's not the red I want. I like this dark red, and this is a light red, but what they told me is this is Chinese red, this is just red. Oh well, it depends on the manufacturer. But in any case, Margaret, I told her about the situation. She says, well, print it in light red as a test because you bought the filament, use it. I have 4 rolls of it. I got a really good price, so it's kind of cheap. Okay, practice build it with this one, and then if it works, then we'll go get the silver or silk gray or something like that, which we really want it because the light, it'll reflect the light and all that, and we'll uplight it. We can see uplights in here. Oh yeah, LEDs. Oh hell yes. And it's gonna be fun. Then I don't know what I was saying, but that's it. So anyway, we're going to print this. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So if this comes out and it's red and it looks good, she wants to take it and put it upstairs in the family room. She wants New York in the family room. Something New York. I've never seen her act like that before. I think the model of the Chrysler building kind of just took her by surprise. I think it took her by surprise. I mean, it's black, right? I'm going to print it in. I'm going to print it in silver for sure, because that'll be pretty. But she wants that upstairs too. She wants them both, the red and the black. My test model's upstairs. Hi. Well, at any rate, so I ran this loop and the big loop and the little loop and the shunt with the 287, and it's running really good. One thing I noticed with this 287 is vintage flyer, and I've restored it, okay, best I can, which is as good as I can do. It's vintage flyer. It has 4-wheel pickup, 2 wheels on each truck, opposite sides. It has the solenoid reverse unit. It has the old motor, the old smoke, the whole thing, and it's just not doing the job. It gets caught where you have this piece of plastic here. For some reason, one wheel isn't touching, I don't know, but it gets a wheel on here, and if the 2 wheels are here and the 2 wheels are here, not working, baby. You got to go over there and give it a shove. And sometimes the reverse will just be in reverse, and you try to get it to neutral and it won't ratchet, and you just back up about 10 times, finally it pops down. I mean, I've had that since 1957 on my American Flyer engines, and it always drove me nuts. Well, that's why we're here doing this stuff. This is digital. This is all-wheel pickup. That stuff won't happen with these engines, okay? And from the outside, I think they're going to look just fine. I think they're going to look fine. Oh, did I tell you we have a deer watching the bum shack now? The bums have planted sweet corn. Did you see that? Yep, they planted some sweet corn. I don't know when they think they're going to get it. They don't even have a freezer, so they got the little tree, but they don't have any ornaments on it yet. And I didn't hook up the shack. It has a smoker in there. Buildings with smoke excite me, and this one had smoke, so I bought it. But the reason I like it is I want to put my smoke in buildings, see if I can do it, which I know I can. But you got to find a building that's supposed to smoke, right? Anyway, not one that's smoking because something's wrong. Oh, and the water tower. The water tower is missing, as you can see. It's over here. All this lighting has to be taken off, and this upper mechanical piece here is going to have to be. This I want to take off, and it's bent over tabs and an A screw, so it should be pretty easy. And then I get the water tower that I printed, which, gosh, that really came out nice, didn't it? I'm going to put this water tower over this, and then I'm going to bring this back up so that goes around it, and then I'll either replace these lights with lights out here on the balcony shining up or something, I don't know what. And then this will be someone from back home who ran the water treatment and the water tower for a long time, and my dad knew him well and always spoke highly of him, and I thought, by golly, that's not Gabe anymore, that's Mitch. That's gonna be Mitch, the water tower inspector. That's my gig. So he's going to climb up there and inspect the water tower. He's going to flash the lights and give it the all clear, and then he's going to slide down, but he's not going to scream because Mitch has a Harley and a Corvette. He's not a screamer. He's going to go whee all the way down. I think we're going to have fun with that. I am so excited. Mitch, the water tower inspector, Mr. Hillis in the tower getting the mail. There's the mail holder, bags are there, ready to go. I got another one over in New York. I also had an idea with New York, because the mail flies out. Sometimes it'll fly about 4 feet. I'm going to build like a hockey net, ice hockey type net, and position it where when the car goes by, it flies into that net and it doesn't go flying. And I think I'm going to do that with 3D print, and then the net can just be canvas or something. Figure that out. I think that'll be fine. That'll be cool. Oh, and I got switches coming. All these switches are coming. I think I'm going to put this big guy down here. It's out of the way. It's sort of right where you can see it at all times. And you, if you need to know who's on the track or what's on the track, you can. I got these in place. They're going to work. Put the sensor up there. If it's a well, it's local or what. I may run that on either or, right? 2 tracks, right? Okay. That'll close if there's a main loop or a city loop. This one will close. And then these will light up. I'll have a single street here. It won't be the main throughway. This is the main throughway. This is like 5th Avenue or something. I don't know what. And yeah, I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. I need a whistle. I have one down here, but it's a diesel. I haven't played it in a while. I'm gonna have to remind myself what it sounds like. I mean, I do have a diesel, and I should probably put it on here. I have this Alco. It was painted white and red for the Corvette train. That is the Corvette train, actually. That's taking the team, the car, and their parts to the race in Florida, Sebring. They're going from St. Louis to Sebring. That was my idea. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't know where the car went. It was here a minute ago. I know I have the unload car. There's the Corvette. There's the unload car right there. There's the Corvette. Oh, there's the parts car. So they'll have a box car with parts. If you've seen this before. Now leaving through gates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Corvette 427. That is the dash of my 2007 Z06 Ron Fellows 427 6-speed dash. Oh God. Anyway, that's car parts. There's the car and the unloader. Oh, and I tested the unloader. It works right here. It's great. And then that's the train. Now I have another engine. I have a steam engine. Another friend painted for me. And I may end up with another engine yet. On where the engine is. Here's the caboose for that. There's a different, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe the car and the parts and the fuel will come down on a steam engine and the team will come down on it. Or I take this and convert it into the Snowpiercer. The Snowpiercer, I have a Infinity or Affinity. I really like the Snowpiercer. I'm like nuts about it. I don't know where it is now. It was here a minute ago. Oh boy. Margaret touches my stuff. There it is. She touched it. Snowpiercer. It's a perpetual engine that goes around the globe constantly, waiting for the ice age, the ice age that's coming, waiting for it to thaw out. And this is the engine. This is my first print. This is before I had this printer updated. This is the best I could do. Boy, you know, now I can knock this out of the park, no problem. Might even print it vertical. I don't know yet. But at any rate, this one I could not use. It was too thick. So we have another one. This is the profile of it. That's how it is. It's much thinner. Anyway, the chassis inside this diesel will fit inside this Snowpiercer engine model. So this could be Snowpiercer engine. Because it has a dual DC drive, digital, everything, and awesome sounds. But Andy wants to get Snowpiercer sounds and use our board, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, enough. Let's get some work done.